come with me and my mum on the trip of a lifetime to Tonga, where we're going to swim with some humpback whales. The trip started with a 3-hour flight from Auckland, New Zealand into Uoleva in Tonga. We got some pretty sick seats with heaps of legroom, which made the journey even better, and the food wasn't half bad either. Once we landed in Tonga, we headed straight over to the domestic terminal, where we caught a tiny little plane from Uoleva out into the Ha'apai group. I think that's how you say it, the islands out the back of Tonga. Our plane was only little and really cozy. I think our group in total was about 11 people, and with a couple of extras, the entire plane was full. It was really interesting how we could watch the pilots with all of the controls during takeoff and landing. We don't get that on our flights in New Zealand, so that was something different and fun. The views the whole 45-minute flight out to where we were heading were incredible. The water was extremely blue, and we could even see the whales jumping and swimming in the water below the plane as we flew the whole way along. Once landing safely at the airport, we all grabbed our bags and then we hopped into a truck and made our way to the next stop, which was the wharf. Once we got to the wharf, we unloaded our bags off the truck and headed over to the boat, which is kept on the island, called the Tropic Bird. We loaded all of the bags onto the boat and ready to head out to see our island home for the next week. The boat called the Tropic Bird was awesome. It was over 7 meters long, a pontoon boat with 400 horsepower on the back. It was super smooth getting around on the water and meant we could get out to the island nice and quick. I think in total it took maybe 15 minutes to get from the wharf of the island out to the small island where we were staying. We parked Tropic Bird at the mooring just off the beach, where we hopped into the next mode of transport, which was a little inflatable dinghy, and I think the dinghy's name from memory was called Joey. I could be wrong. We then divided into 2 groups, hopped into Joey the dinghy, where Glenn dropped us off on the beach. We were so happy to finally arrive after a day of travelling. Once we got onto the island, we then got shown to where we were staying for the week in our little whales, and they were just beautiful. The craftsmanship and little details put into these whales made them extra special, and we absolutely loved staying in them for the week. We are in Tonga. We're on a little island out the back of mainland Tonga. I've come here on holiday with my mum and some of our family friends. It is absolutely beautiful here. It's about 28 degrees at the moment. We're staying at a place called Kitesurf Tonga, which is an eco resort. I'll show you guys around the whales. So this is the view out the front door of the whale. It's the ocean right there, the trees. It's a 2-person whale, so me and mum are staying in here. We've got like a little wardrobe each, comfy bed with some mosquito nets, a little storage unit. There are the cutest little details all around, all the shells. And then we also have our own bathroom in here as well, which is pretty cool. A brand new mural on the wall, one of my favourite birds. Stoked. But yeah, pretty epic place to stay with incredible views. We've got a little deck that we can sit on. There's also a nice decking area where you can sit and do yoga or watch whales, with the dining hall in the middle and the kitchen and other eating area on the left. Pretty nice way to end the day. Beautiful sunset. Just been for my first swim here since we arrived, and I feel so much more refreshed, and the sunset is amazing. Camera doesn't do it justice, but on an island in the middle of the ocean, beautiful palm trees, beautiful sunset. I've had worse Mondays. As part of the package for going here, you get a beautiful breakfast, lunch and dinner every day. At dinner time we all sit round the dining table. Tonight we had a chia crusted fresh tuna steak and it was bloody tasty. Good morning. Today we're all suiting up, ready to go out on the boat that the island have here, and we're going to go out for the day and hopefully get to see some humpback whales. It's mating and calving season at the moment. They don't feed up here, but when we flew from the bigger island to the little island yesterday, we could see so many of them out the plane. So it has always been on my bucket list to swim with humpback whales, so fingers crossed we're manifesting whales. I will bring you guys along with me and show you what we get up to. Hi Kinga. Hello. We all hopped on the boat. Glenn and Karen gave us a safety briefing for the rules when we're out on the boat, for the safety of us, and then also what to expect with the whales. And once we were all loaded in, we headed off on the hunt to see what we could find. Within only a couple of minutes we saw our first humpback whales out in the distance. This one was a mother and a little calf, a little baby whale. Something I was really impressed with the whole time was how the whale's safety was always the first priority. So in the boat, Glenn and Karen spent lots of time at a distance judging how the whales were feeling, if they were comfortable, if they were curious, if they wanted to interact. If the whales didn't want anything to do with us, we would leave them alone and go off and see what else we could find. These particular whales here were just happy from a distance looking at us and then swam away. So we went on to find another one. The next whale we came across was super curious and really wanted to interact, so that meant it was time to get in the water. We divided into 3 groups of people, no more than 4 of us in the water at the time with the whale and Karen. Karen would swim out in front and we would follow, and she would show us how to safely swim with the whales. The footage is pretty incredible from here on, so I'll just let you guys sit back and watch and enjoy how absolutely breathtaking this whale swim was. That's our first whale swim of the day, done and dusted, and how absolutely insane and breathtaking was that footage. Not only did we get to swim with and see a humpback whale up close, we got to swim with a humpback whale that was super playful, really curious, and didn't want us to get out of the water. It was having as much fun as we were. When we got back up on the boat for a hot cup of tea and a biscuit, she hung around the boat, was showing off her beautiful tail, just still being really playful. She really didn't want us to leave. We were really amazed and couldn't believe just how she really didn't want to swim away. The whole time we were on the boat, she was sitting there, swimming up next to us. The blowhole was going off, doing these beautiful dives. Look at this one coming up. Her tail comes right out of the water. It was absolutely amazing. She came right up next to Murray while he was on the side of the boat holding his cup of tea, and she just sat there playing and watching for ages. It was absolutely incredible. What did you guys think of the whale swim?
Woohoo! It was fabulous. No words, really. No words. It's just so incredible. Yeah.
Did you get to see a whale?
We got to see them. We got them just about touch them.
Yeah. It was sort of nose to nose. Great big swims right up close to us. It was fabulous.
Were you happy you finally got to swim with one?
Oh, very happy, very happy. Yep, mesmerizing.
Better than we thought.
Way better than we thought.
Expectations.
And the most incredible whale experience. It was.
After our first whale swim, we got to eat our yummy packed lunches that they made, and then we headed out to a coral reef to go for a snorkel. Along the way, we saw these amazing whales jumping out of the water. I ended up getting so much footage just from this one day that I'm probably going to have to break this video into 2 parts, otherwise we'll be here for hours. So thank you for tuning in to part 1 of this video, and come back to see the second part shortly.